Hello dear students. Today we will learn about the structure of ascidian tadpole and retrogressive metamorphosis. Now you all know that generally in the process of metamorphosis, a larva gets converted into an adult, and in the process what happens? There will be lot of progressive changes or positive changes that occur to a larva in order to become an adult. So there you see lot of advanced features coming up in an adult, and hence it is called as a progressive metamorphosis, or in general it is referred as metamorphosis. That is the normal thing that we see in most of the organism. But here in ascidians you come across a very peculiar kind of metamorphosis wherein the larva tends to show more of an advanced characters when compared to an adult. And during this process of metamorphosis, this larva loses all these advanced characters that it has, and the adult becomes little sluggish, and it shows, or the adult will have very less advanced characters when compared to the larva. And during this process of metamorphosis, what is happening? There is a regression of characters, or there is losing of certain advanced characters from the larva into an adult, and hence it is known as a retrogressive metamorphosis. Now first we will learn how an ascidian tadpole look like, what are the structures that it has, and then we will understand the concept of retrogressive metamorphosis and also the changes that takes place during this process. I am Dr. Lata from Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology from Maharani Science College for Women, Bengaluru. So now let's start to learn first the structure of ascidian tadpole. Now this is how an ascidian tadpole look like. Now we may understand like why it is called as a tadpole, because it resembles the tadpole of a frog which has a tail. Now just to recollect, we said that these ascidians, they belong to Urochordata, in which we said Urochordates are those which contains notochord in their tail region. Now if you observe these pictures carefully, here you can see the tail region, and this has notochord here, and it has got dorsal tubular nerve cord, the notochord and the tail, which are the basic chordate characters. And it is because of this features we classify these ascidians under Urochordata, which shows the presence of notochord in the tail region. And here you can see the notochord is just protruding towards till the trunk, but it is not continuing till the head region. So we do not consider the notochord to be present all throughout its body. It is confined mainly to the tail region. So that's why it has been classified under Urochordata, and now you know that why it is called as an ascidian tadpole. Now let us learn in detail the structure of this ascidian tadpole. Now in Herdmania, or in Herdmania, we learned that they are hermaphrodites and fertilization takes place externally, and since both ova and the sperm matures at different time, you do not come across self fertilization. The gametes are shed outside, and then the fertilization takes place in external environment, and the development takes place. Development is indirect because it shows the presence of this ascidian tadpole, which then undergo metamorphosis, or which metamorphose into an adult. Now once the fertilization takes place and the zygote is formed, you know that it undergoes the process of cleavage, blastula, and morphogenetic movement of cells takes place, giving rise to archenteron, the gastrula formation, and then there will be a formation of neurula, And then once this cell divisions are all complete, then this zygote hatches, and once this embryo hatches about 2 to 3 days after fertilization, it results in the formation of this ascidian tadpole. Now this ascidian tadpole, it leads a free swimming existence for some time, and it has an ovoid trunk. You can see here it has got an ovoid trunk and a slender tapering tail. So because of the presence of this tail, it can swim for some time. The trunk, now let us learn what are the structures we find in the trunk, and then we will discuss about the tail. Here the trunk contains the rudiments of future ascidian structure. At its anterior end, the trunk has 3 adhesive papillae. Now these adhesive papillae, it helps in attachment once this metamorphosis process is completed, and once it gets attached to a substratum, this adhesive papillae helps in its